You want to get your friends into Mega Man Battle Network, so you get them the Legacy Collection and you start them off with Battle Network 1, right? Wrong. Mega Man Battle Network 1 is the worst way to start this amazing franchise because they are not going to have that much fun with it. They might enjoy certain elements of Battle Network 1, but if they don't end up loving it, they are definitely going to lose interest in playing the rest of the games. Let me tell you all about it. First of all, in Mega Man Battle Network 1, there's no asterisk or star code. That means your folder building is severely limited, which also means that battles take forever. You can't even use your charge shot at the start of this game. That means you're probably going to encourage them to use Buster Max without meaning to, and while that's fine for veteran players who want to blaze through the story or collect things really easily, that's going to be a really abysmal experience for a starting player, and we haven't even touched the actual internet yet. That internet is the worst in the entire series. It's just white and winding like an asylum. You have no idea where you're going, the music never changes anywhere, and I feel like people are just getting plain confused. Now, there are transformations in other aspects of the series, right? You've got style changes in certain games, soul unisons. What does Battle Network 1 have? Shields or an armor? Which doesn't even change the way that Mega Man looks. It's just boring. It's not a fun time. Now, if you're like me, you probably started with this gem of a game, Mega Man Battle Network 3. This game came out along with 4 around the height of the series' popularity, and let me tell you, it deserved all the hype. This game was absolutely amazing. When I was a kid, I didn't know the backstory of Chad and Dex and Lan hanging out with them. I had no idea, but it didn't matter because the story was still good and I was able to use context clues to fill in the gaps. Battle Network 3 changed the way that I saw video gaming. It really did. It was one of my very first games that I absolutely loved and played start to finish, 100%ing it and going all the way through the secret area. Now, I'm not going to say you start with BN3, even though that is an amazing game. I think there's actually a great compromise between BN1 and BN3. That is this game right here, Battle Network 2. For whatever reason, I feel like a lot of folks out there are kind of sleeping on this game. I feel like maybe the Freeze Man scenario left a bad taste in their mouth, but Battle Network 2 is really an amazing experience, especially compared to 1. You do have star codes, you have style changes, the internet is colorful and dynamic, the story is fun and ridiculous in the most charming way possible, you've got Lan picking up whiskey, you've got all sorts of ridiculous shenanigans going down, and overall the game is just an absolute blast. Now, the sad thing is, Capcom actually had an opportunity to release a better version of Mega Man Battle Network 1 for the Legacy Collection. That's this game right here. Admittedly, at a glance, you might not be able to tell what it is because this is the special edition case of it, but take a look at that spine. EXE/Shooting Star, in other words, Battle Network and Star Force. This is the DS version of Battle Network 1 that was only released in Japan, and it features 2 massive quality of life updates that make Battle Network 1 so much more enjoyable. The first is we do get star codes for our folders. The second is we have maps for the internet. No more confusion, no more nonsense, just getting through the game. Admittedly, we don't have transformations for Mega Man that are exciting, but you do get Star Force Mega Man, which is pretty interesting in itself, and it makes the game so much better. And look, I get it, Battle Network 1 might not be beloved, it might not be anyone's favorite Battle Network, but it is an important title. You and I can forgive it for its flaws because we know how much better the rest of the series is, and we know that Battle Network 1's mistakes paved the way for a much more enjoyable experience in the future. That being said, you really should not encourage your friends to start with Mega Man Battle Network 1. Battle Network 2 is a much more enjoyable experience. They're not going to be missing out on as much story, and they'll still have plenty of time to love and grow alongside Lan and Mega Man. I'll catch you later, Net Battlers, and I'll see you soon.